your senses and bring couples closer to one another, you can get these champagne flutes. I think it's a fabulous idea. So you have until tomorrow. And of course, you can contact us at Peaks Cruises and Tours to book this perfect vacation, destination, wedding, or honeymoon. And we will make sure that you get the promotional items that you deserve. Next, Norwegian Cruise Line, free at sea, that includes, so we've talked about this the last couple of weeks and you've heard the commercials. Free at sea gives you the opportunity to have beverage package, which is the alcohol package, which is well worth the money. You do have to pay a small administrative fee, but let me tell you folks, if you don't get the drink package and you drink 5 drinks or more on a cruise, this package would ordinarily cost you $1,000 per person. So just keep that in mind. Next is specialty dining. Of course, most of the venues on the ships are absolutely free dining, but if you wanted to do something special and go to Cagney Steakhouse, or you wanted to have teppanyaki, or if you wanted to do French dining in their specialty restaurants, then you would get to do these restaurants for free. Usually it costs $25 to $35 per person, so that's great. Next is you get funds toward excursions. I believe it's $50 at each port per cabin that you will get to add toward an excursion. So if you purchase an excursion on the ship where you want to go visit or do some fishing or whatever, then you would get $50 off toward that. And then the other is free Wi-Fi. So if you have to stay connected, or if you want to be able to post on Facebook some of your pictures and that type of things, or you've got to check in for work. Sometimes it happens. I believe in disconnecting to reconnect, but we know it's harder to be able to do that. You can get the free Wi-Fi package. And so in addition to that, they're offering right now until July 31st free or reduced air from U.S. cities and free family and friends. So that means if you have children, or if you have 4 girlfriends that want to stay in the same cabin, the 3rd and 4th passengers would be free. They only have to pay the tax, not the cruise fare. So that's a fantastic offer from your friends at Norwegian Cruise Line. So give us a call. Let us help you out. I'm going to take another quick break, and when I get back, we're going to talk travel trends. 8 baby boomer travel trends. It's going to be hilarious, but it's also going to be some great information. This is Karen Duncan, your Bucket Buster. I'll be back in a minute.
We're a generation of beach-loving, fun-binging vacationers.
That's right, my generation.
That's why Beaches Resorts is #1 for Generation Everyone. With the best water parks in the Caribbean and more land and water sports than anyone, including unlimited scuba. Plus Sesame Street characters for the kids and up to 21 fabulous restaurants for everyone. All included. Beaches, Generation Everyone.
To book your beaches vacations, contact Peaks Cruises and Tours at 512-529-3696. Welcome back to your Bucket List Buster. Karen Duncan here, your host, and right now we are talking travel trends. What is happening in the world of travel? Well, there are 8 baby boomer travel trends that I think you should know about. So what's a baby boomer? As most of you probably know, that's the generation that was born between 1945 and 1964. And guess what, folks? We hold more than 90% of the U.S. net worth and account for 78% of all financial assets, according to the National Association of Baby Boomer Women. So, what does this have to do with travel? Well, according to 2017 AARP Travel Trends Study, the percentage of baby boomers saying they travel to relax and rejuvenate jumped from 38% to 49%, and they expect to take an average of 4 or 5 leisure trips each year. And primarily, we are empty nesters for the most part, or we have adult children, even if they live at home, which means you've got somebody to watch your house while you're traveling. So either way, it's a good thing. And baby boomers are spending the most money on travel. I love to travel, of course. That's why I'm doing this show, so you know all about traveling and what's out there and what fun activities we like to do. So where are baby boomers going? So let's talk about some of the trends. Legacy travel. What is legacy travel? Well, many of us have decided, and I've talked about this on the show before, traveling with my adult children has been probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my life. And I look forward to many, many more times of traveling with our children and seeing the world with them. And what this does is it gives families the legacy of travel instead of a financial legacy. Now, our kids may not necessarily want to hear that, but it's our money. We get to spend it the way we want to spend it. And I believe that spending it together on a cruise or a group trip someplace in the world gives you memories that you'll never forget. Just like me talking about traveling throughout the city of Chicago with my parents yesterday, something simple like that, and learning about our family history and that type of thing. Traveling with your children and your family is a fantastic way to create memories. And it's worth way more than an inheritance. They're going to have to work. Everybody's got to work. So you create your own wealth. But use your wealth that you've created to do what you want to do. And traveling is one of those things. So taking the entire family on a cruise, a vacation to Walt Disney World, a trip to Italy. Those are the top 3 legacy trips that baby boomers are doing right now. So it's worth the investment. Multi-generational travel is the next one. Multi-generational travel is grandma, the baby boomer, the adult child, and their families going on a trip together. And multi-generational trips are unique because they capture special moments in time, according to this article, creating treasured memories to last a lifetime. There's nothing like seeing your children enjoying their children and having these opportunities for everyone to see things for the first time, seeing a new country or eating a new food through the eyes of your grandchildren is absolutely breathtaking. Just as much fun as the scenery of the destination that you're traveling to as well. So we live in different parts of the U.S., most of us now, a lot of us. So having the opportunity to meet up in a destination or on a ship and having that special moment of laughter and fun and just seeing new places together is so worth it. So from ages 8 to 80, everyone in the family are traveling, and great-grandchildren. I mean, it's so much fun. And the good thing about it now is the tour companies and the cruise lines allow you to make payments. So you can plan something out as far as 2021. In fact, I was talking to some of my classmates from high school about us doing a group trip together in 2021. And so we're starting to look at that. And when you plan something like that, it gives the older generation something to look forward and live for. And then it gives the younger generation the ability to get their finances together and make payments as long as they need to. And then it gives everybody that drive to make it to that date and feel the excitement build up about being able to go on a trip. Next is ancestral travel. The growing popularity and expertise of DNA testing, more and more people are looking into their genealogy and wanting to know more about their ancestors and where they came from. So people are doing these DNA tests, or they already know the history of where their families came from originally, because not many of us are original to the country that we live in anyway. And so being able to find out about, what part of the world your ancestors may have come from originally, and that could be, hundreds of years ago, you get a chance to then go as a family or as a couple or as a single, but doing it as a family would be awesome. You get to go and find out where you came from and learn more about your culture from that perspective. So visiting ancestral homelands provide a deeper and more lasting travel experience because of the emotional investment travelers have with the destination, its people, and its culture. Next on this trend are European river cruises. River cruising is fun. River cruising is totally different than ocean cruising. And I have to laugh because my sister-in-law went on a river cruise, and she had a totally different perspective of it than I did. But I think what she missed about doing the river cruise was the collective fun of having other people on the ship with her. It was just she and her husband, and I think she would have had more fun had it been a bunch of us going. Because it was different. They went on the Danube. And so European cruising is on the rise. It's been on the rise now for several years. It's a slower travel. It's immersive in the culture, and baby boomers and families now are starting to do more river cruising. Your entertainment is the destination, and your tours are included on that, your excursions, and lots of fun. Girls' getaways is another trend in baby boomer travel. So nothing is more fun than gal pals getting together and doing trips. And so for years, girls have gotten together for day trips or weekend escapes. Now we're taking longer trips. Hey, let's do this. My daughter's turning 35 next year, and I really think it would be fun for her and some of her gal pals to get on board a ship or do something really fun someplace and start celebrating their milestone birthdays, whether they're married or single. It really doesn't matter, but how fun would it be to get together with a bunch of your college friends and do a girlfriend getaway for a milestone birthday like that, or celebrate somebody's divorce, or celebrate just being women together that have a connection and having some fun someplace in the world. And women are feeling more empowered nowadays, and they want to be able to spend some time together and just do girl stuff, leave the husbands and the kids at home and just travel with like-minded women, and is healthy, and you get to share some experiences. The next one is adventure activities. So it used to be that teens and young adults that was the age category that we looked at doing some adventure. But nowadays, because we baby boomers are healthier than our ancestors were at our ages, and we're striving to continue a healthy lifestyle in order to live longer and enjoy our senior years. So adventure activities, soft adventure, is no longer out of the realm of what we can actually do. So what about like a half day of ocean, sea, cave kayaking? I've jumped off some cliffs. Yes, I have. I probably wouldn't do that now, but there are people out there that would do that, and zip lining is another one. That's soft adventure. Lots of places are zip lining. Hiking, we went hiking in Alaska this year, and I probably will do a longer hike in Alaska next year now that we kind of get an idea of what it's all about. Diving, whitewater rafting, those are some great soft adventure activities for people that are living longer and living healthier. Exotic travel destinations. This is a really good one. This is that bucket list thing. So this is where your bucket list comes into play, going to exotic destination. So this is getting a lot of buzz in travel right now. Baby boomers want to venture beyond tried and true destinations and focus on those that are smaller, less touristy, and more authentic or unusual. So some of the areas that people are going. It used to be safaris and Galapagos Islands, which are still